Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? I hope you are doing great. I hope you are doing amazing. I hope you are doing awesome. So tonight I'm going to be talking about the highly demanded topic, how to get quality prospects into your DMs. So I'm literally live on Instagram as well as Facebook as well. 𝘀𝘁𝗿𝗶𝗴𝗹, thank you so much for joining. It's amazing to have you join me tonight. Let me know, leave me a comment in the comment box. Let me know where you're joining me from, and do comment #live if you're watching this live, and if you're catching a replay, do make sure to comment #replay. I hope you can all see me okay on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for joining. So I'm really excited to be here tonight, and like I said already, in tonight's video I'm going to be talking about how to get quality prospects into your DMs, prospects that would actually pay you. Hello Katina, thank you for joining. I hope you're doing amazing. Yes, so literally how to get those quality prospects into your DMs so that you can actually be confident that you are actually you're gonna get this sale, because these are quality leads. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know me, and for those of you who are joining me for the first time, my name is 𝘴𝗲𝗍𝗂𝗴𝗏. I'm a business mentor and sales coach, and I help female coaches, consultants, and service providers attract their soul-aligned high-ticket clients, literally, and helping them to master their sales process. Yes, so wow, Constance, live from Nigeria, thank you for joining me. Thank you all of you for joining me. It's amazing to have you here. It's always good to have that like conversational, you know, when one is live, so that I can actually see that you're engaging, and it encourages me to know that I'm not literally talking to myself. So thank you ladies for joining, and keep it as interactive as possible. I want you to get the most from this live session. So literally leave me questions as I carry on talking during this live session, during this live masterclass. So yes, so literally, that's why I help my clients to master their sales process. And for those of you who are in my world right now, this is the perfect time, because literally I'm just refining my offer and creating a new offer that is actually focusing on just sales, literally helping you to master your sales process. Literally the number of conversations you're having, you know, the kind of posts you're putting out there, help you with the kind of engagement you get, which is like people commenting on your post, how to respond to that, you know, helping you with your messenger conversations, literally looking over your shoulder in your messenger conversations, helping you, letting you know when you're getting it wrong and what you should be doing instead. So this is an amazing time to literally be in my world. And for those of you that also understand, there is power in making sure that you focus on cash generating activities every day. So if you have limited amount of time, like for instance, I am a mom, I've got 2 kids, and I'm still in my 9-to-5 job. So transitioning gradually into full time. So my goal this year is to help 200 women, 200 consultants, coaches, service providers master their sales process, literally, so that they can begin to build the life of their dreams, they can achieve their sales goals, and they can achieve their general goals. So yes, thank you for joining me tonight and for being in my world. So the first thing I'm going to talk about when it comes to attracting quality prospects into your DM is the kind of post you put out there. Before we go into that, because there are literally 3 ways that I'm going to be walking you ladies through tonight that have helped me, that have also helped my clients. However, before we go into all of this, yeah, you want to make sure that you have the right offer. So literally, you need to be sure that your offer is in high demand. Your offer is is sort of attractive to your ideal prospects. Yeah. And before you can do that, you have to get your niche right. Who are you speaking to? How can you relate to them? Yeah. So you need to get your niche right. When you get your niche right, then your messaging will be right and everything else will follow suit. But if you don't get your niche right, your messaging would not be right. You won't create the right type of content that will literally attract your clients that you really want to work with. Because literally you want to repel those you don't want to work with and you want to attract those you want to work with. That's the kind of business I help my clients create. Literally be repulsive to non-buyers and attractive to buyers. Yeah. So going back into those ways, the first important way how you can get quality DMs, quality prospects into your DMs is by creating valuable content. Literally, that is absolutely important. So creating valuable content. And when I talk about valuable content, I mean like long form content that literally helps you to connect to your ideal prospects. Yeah. Long form content that literally help you to connect your ideal prospect. It could be in the way of 3 to 5 minutes videos, or it could be like half an hour masterclasses like this one I'm delivering today, a live event, you know, but literally that helps you to connect with your ideal prospects. You want to give value. When people are, when you keep giving value, there is a structure as well to giving value, because you're not literally divulging every single thing. Like there are still some things that are reserved for your paying clients, but trust me, you cannot teach everything that will get someone to success in half an hour. That's what people don't realize. They're like, oh, I'm giving away too much, I'm giving away too much value. You know, people buy, especially if you're in the business of selling tickets, people buy you. People buy life-changing transformations, which can only be derived from they investing in you as a person. Like people can literally Google information. They can't Google information, how to do this, how to do that. They can watch YouTubes for information, yeah. But people invest in you as a person. Can they connect to you? Do they relate to your story? You know, what are your values? Are you relatable? Do you understand them? Have you gone through what they have been through before? Do you understand their current challenges? Because you've been there. Yeah. And even if you haven't been there, say you're not selling life-changing transformation, say you're not a life coach, or you're not a mindset coach, or you're not selling an experience, but you're actually selling your skill set. They want to see evidence as well that you can help them. Yeah. So one of these, if you have sort of joined me in my previous sessions when I talked about positioning, you would understand that your level of influence is actually important, and the best way you can demonstrate your value, because people buy based on their perception of your value. You know you're valuable. You know it without doubt. That's why you're in the coaching industry. That's why you're a consultant. That's why you're a service-based entrepreneur. You know you're valuable. But do they know that you're valuable? Do your clients know that you're valuable? Do your ideal prospects, your ideal clients that literally are thinking about investing in you, do they know that you're valuable? So the best way that you can literally demonstrate, you can actually demonstrate that value is by sort of the best way you can increase your perceived value is demonstrating it. Like I talked about the different levels of influence. There are some whereby you get referrals, which is fantastic. Referrals are good because this is someone else saying, oh, Abby has helped me before. I was here and she helped me do this, and that's amazing. You know, you can listen. That's why a lot of people are not getting results, literally, ladies. A lot of people are not getting results because they're like, oh, but this coach has helped that person, and I'm kind of like in the same shoes. She should be able to help me as well. Let me jump on board. Literally, it's not about how much you invest or you thinking that because this particular mentor or coach has helped another person. It's about yourself. Can they help you? Or is it because your situation can be different? Everyone is different. They may have been able to help someone else because their situation is kind of specific, and yours is also different. So in that light, how can you sort of, the best way you can actually, because even that level of influence is okay, yeah? Because referrals, like, he's fantastic, he's good. But because of the fact that the person cannot outrightly say that because they've helped someone else, then that's like a criteria that they must be able to help you as well. The best level of influence is that which you demonstrate. Literally, that's where I'm going to with all of this, yeah? So, if you can demonstrate your value, your potential clients will have like an unflinching reason to sign up with you because they can see that for themselves. It's not about someone else told me she's good or she's helped someone else. No, literally, you are demonstrating your value. And this you can do through long form content. Yeah? So, long form content, like I said, doesn't only necessarily have to be live masterclasses, you know, or live events of half an hour. It can be literally 3 to 5 minutes video. 3 to 5 minutes video. It's enough for you to know that that person is interested in you. Because the reason why I don't literally recommend Reels for this, well, depending on what your business is, to be honest, Reels can work. Of course, it's working for lots of people. But if you're kind of like in the coaching space, for instance, it will take you about 5 minutes roughly to be able to get someone's attention, to know that they're actually your ideal prospect or they're interested in what you're talking about. Like, a lot of people can watch a 1 minute video. It's literally just 1 minute. It's not going to take too long. But if someone can spend 5 minutes of their time with you, then you know that they are your ideal prospect. You know that they are willing to keep listening to you. And that's what you're going to achieve with this long form content, yeah? So if you have been out there and you're sort of refraining from creating long form content, you know, you're sort of being shy or you don't want to get on camera, just do it. Trust me, do it. It is better to start and make mistakes and learn from your mistakes than not to start at all. And when you're failing, like literally, I tell people, failing is literally you're failing forward towards your success. You're literally failing towards your success, which is better for you, yeah? Literally. So you want to make sure that you are creating long form content. That's one. What this does is it helps them to see your value and it helps with your inbound lead generation. So literally, people are reaching out to you. Oh, thank you so much. I love the topic of that masterclass you delivered. How can I learn more? How can I work with you? Can you please help me with this? Because my problem is actually related to what you were talking about. You know, so they reach out to you. That way you already know that these are quality, you know, prospects. And do not forget that if your messaging is wrong, you will be calling in the wrong people, which is why I said you need to have your messaging right. And your niche also needs to be right as well, which will also have like a knock-on effect on the kind of content you create. Yeah. So that's one. Literally have like valuable content, put it out there and let people sort of, you know, let people relate to you, let people come to you based on that valuable content. For those of you, like literally, this is, for me, this is a new group because I have in the past sort of been shying away from creating groups, you know, like for me a group, because I had a group in the past and I was literally super overwhelmed. I was like doing so many things, you know, I was doing master classes and then I was like doing my email marketing. I even employed the services of a VA very early in my journey because I started my coaching journey about 2 years now, so May 2021. And when I started off doing like everything that the gurus say you should do. Literally build funnels, because I'm quite techy as well. So it comes easy for me, like creating landing pages. I built my website, you know, I was doing my email marketing. I actually outsourced my email marketing to a VA. And I was paying the VA about £500 a month. I did that for about 3 months. And this is me not getting any money into my business. I was literally focusing on the wrong things. I was creating a Facebook group. And at the time, I used to talk a lot in my marketing. I'm like, you don't need to create a Facebook group when you're just starting out, you know, it's so overwhelming and all that. But literally, the game has changed now. There's so many ways where you can literally start your Facebook group, and literally with less than 100 members, you can begin to sign clients. Because think about it. If you are selling high ticket offers, your offer is literally like, you probably need about 5 clients to get to 10k a month if you have a 2k offer, as an example. So if you have a 2k offer, you literally need 5 clients to get to 10k months. So if you have 5 clients that will help you get to 10k months, with 100 people in your audience, you can make this happen. And right now, there are automations out there, like literally. That's why I'm so excited. I can't wait. For those of you who are joining me, make sure you stay until the end because I've got a fantastic offer for you. There are automations out there. I've literally started setting up my business with automations such that things happen in the background. Like I told you, I'm in my 9-to-5 job. I've got kids. I haven't got all the time to spend on like my group on all the social media platforms, literally. But when you have the right CRMs in place, you have the right way to sort of follow up with your sort of ideal prospects, you know, then it becomes easier for you. It becomes easier for you to sort of follow up with them, you know. Sorry, one second. It becomes easier for you to sort of follow up with them and know where they are at, you know what ideal clients, it becomes easier for you to sort of follow up with them. Yeah. So, one second, for this one, work chimney. So it becomes easier for you to follow up with them because you know where they are at. Yeah, literally. So literally now, with these automations in place, you set up everything right from the beginning. Your Facebook group is set up for success. It's literally set up for success that way because, you know, all of those automations in place. And then again, you don't have to, yeah, another big thing, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Another big thing is, have you ever, for those of you who have been into like sort of in your messenger inbox, have you ever been into your messenger inboxes and you're like, I can't remember who I was talking with before. Literally, I don't know who to follow up with. I don't know which leads are warm leads or which leads are hot leads or which leads are cold leads, you know. This CRM and automations allow you to sort of arrange those people that you're talking to, so you know what you are talking to them about, how you need to follow up with them, all of those things in place. You have all of those things handy, like neatly arranged, you know who to follow up with. And like I always tell people, conversations is the fastest path to cash. Literally, do not delay the conversation process at all. If you can get right onto conversations, then get right onto it like immediately. Rather than delaying it with complicated funnels, it's better you sort of start off with conversations. When you are starting out your business, that's the major things you need to focus on. Conversations, focus on those cash generating activities, and especially if you're signing high ticket clients, it becomes easier for you because you're having daily conversations. You know where there are gaps in your marketing, you know who to follow up with, you know how to sort of follow up with them and increase your cash flow. You want cash flow when you're starting out, literally. So that is one of the new offers that I have out there, helping people to sort of start up their Facebook group the right way so that they don't feel overwhelmed, you know. And at the same time, they have all of these automations in place. They're able to arrange their inboxes to know who and who they should be following up with at the right time, you know, all of this. So this allows me to sort of write in different ways. So I think that's not gonna work. So I probably will just do it like this. Sorry, ladies. Okay. So yes. Sorry, ladies. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. So I'm back, ladies. Sorry about that. Oh, I've got this fantastic dress that allows me to wear it in different ways. But yeah, so literally, I'm back with you, ladies. Thank you so much for that. So where was I? Literally, I was talking about the first point, the first way to actually get clients into your DMs. So literally, that one, which is create valuable content. As I was telling you about the reason why you should be doing long form content, absolutely important that you do that. And if you are doing long form content in such a way that you want to like create a Facebook group, that's not a problem because things have been made so much easier right now. there are automations in place, and all of those things are what I'm going to help you to sort of master your sales process. Have those automations in place, have the right CRMs in place, know when to follow up, know how to start conversations, know when to actually follow up, know how to warm up cold leads, follow up with them, and then get new leads as well. All quality conversations into your DMs. Yeah. So that's one way. And the second way is actually engaging on your ideal client's profile. Literally engaging on your ideal client's profile. So this is a big one. Literally, this is a big one, because what we're doing is to get quality conversations into your DM, to get your ideal prospect literally wanting to be in conversations with you. You need to be able to show that you care as well. Think about it. This is like, everyone is online. It's called social media. It's on, you're actually there to connect, to make connections with people, So you want to be human. That's just, you want to be human. You can't just go out there and be selling. People are going to be tired of listening to you. They're going to be bored of listening to you. So you literally want to make connections. And one way you can do that is you actually make sure that you engage on their profiles. So you have connected with a few people, their ideal prospect. Facebook allows you to actually put them into a friend list. You can't literally section your friends list and literally, okay, these are my coach friends, these are my consultant friends, these are my service provider friends. And because you're friends and you section them, you're intentional with your time when you go onto social media. So when you go on there, you're literally going on Facebook. You're not randomly scrolling on posts that you probably will just take you on that trail for about an hour, and you'll be like, oh, what am I doing here? So literally you are going to be intentional with your time. So if you have 3 hours to spend on Facebook, or not on Facebook really, like 3 hours to spend on your business. No, I don't recommend that. So if you have 3 hours to spend on your Facebook and you literally have 1 hour to spend engaging with people, you are intentional. You're going to start speaking to all of those people only that have literally expressed like interest in your service, or that you've chatted with before. You have a relationship. You literally have been speaking to them. You've commented on their post. You've left a valuable comment. They know that you care. It's not just all about sales and they know that you care. You are sort of commenting on their posters where you're engaging with them. They will find it easier to also engage with you as well. Constance says, how can I section them? Yes, you can literally go into like Facebook, and on your desktop. You can't do that on mobile actually. You can do that on desktop, and then you just go to your friends and create custom list, and then you start adding friends to that list. Yeah, literally that simple. You start adding friends to that list, and that way you can follow up with those particular group of friends and engage on their profile, leave valuable comments on their profile. I love that. Let's make sure it's engaging on Instagram. Leave me any questions as well on here, and I'll be happy to sort of jump in and answer those. So that's that bit. You want to engage, you want to leave valuable comments on their post as well. Like when you leave a valuable comment on a post and people like it, I keep telling, like, I told one of my clients this, and literally she signed a high ticket client, like with the, how do I call it now? With the tap of a finger. She literally, because when you have a post, even if it's not your post, someone else posts something and you commented, and that comment, I always tell people, leave valuable comments. You can't just leave like a one-line comment. Leave valuable comment that showcases your expertise, especially if that is a topic that relates to your program. Literally, I help my clients. There's a strategy we use. Actually go out there into Facebook groups, find those topics that are related to what you sell, and engage, leave valuable comments. Someone liking that comment, tell me that is not a kill. for you to be friends with them. They like your comment, means they like, especially depending on what you're commenting on. That means they like your train of thoughts. They like your train of thought. They like what you just talked about, that topic. So that is like an invitation. That is a cue. So I teach you how to actually act on this cue so that you get them into your DMs in a non-sleazy way, and you begin to have conversations with them, and that can actually lead you to sell. Like I told you already, one of my clients signed a high-ticket client just from this particular strategy. Like literally under 24 hours she had signed that high-ticket client just from this strategy. So it works. And think about how many DMs. So for those of you watching me, how many cold DMs do you literally, on average, how many cold DMs would you say you get a day and you just ignore? Because like the way they approached you, you don't even have time to respond to that. But there are a few of them that literally maybe 1 out of 50, you just respond. What makes you respond? How did they approach you that make you respond? So there is a psychology when it comes to sales. Like there is a psychology when it comes to selling and attracting people, you know, literally actually letting people sort of be warm to you. There is a way you can do that in a non-sleazy way, and that's what I teach in my program. And this will actually help you get clients so much faster, so much quicker. Yeah. So that is the second thing. The first one was creating valuable long form content. 2023, ladies, you need to be creating long form content. Literally, you do. And then the second one is engaging on your ideal clients' posts on their profile, you know, all of those. And then the third thing, not the least, the third thing is you want to create a good lead magnet. Yeah, you literally want to create a good lead magnet. For you to be selling your coaching, your consulting, your service-based business, you can sort of think about a good lead magnet. Think about all the challenges that your ideal clients have. What is keeping them awake at night? What do they want to solve like yesterday? What do they want to solve like yesterday? Like what keeps them awake at night? What is that problem that is sort of they're always thinking about, that they want to solve right now? So think about all of that and think of how you can put together a lead magnet that will sort of attract them to you, you know, that will attract them to you. And go out there, go into paid groups, like even if it's just for a month, try it out. Like if you are here to sort of build a business, not a hobby. You have to be able to invest into your business. I speak to a few people on my sales calls and they're like, oh, I haven't got this money to invest. Like literally, you cannot afford to stay where you are, because the cost of staying where you are is much higher than actually investing in yourself. Because investing in yourself, all of these things, they add up. Like literally, this can save you years of trying to figure it out yourself. Someone else has already figured it, then go ahead and sort of invest in your business in the way of sort of making sure that you have the right systems in place. That's one. Secondly, making sure that you have the right guide, the right mentorship. Like I tell my clients, the cost of mentorship is actually cheaper than trying to do it yourself, because it can take you like 2 years, can take you like 5 years. Meanwhile, with a mentor, you can get there in 3 months, you can get there in 6 months. Yeah, so it's actually important. So when I say go into paid groups, try to find at least one paid group. Obviously, I teach you how to actually, you know, the kind of groups to join, the way to know if the group is going to work for you, because what works for A may not work for B. You know, you have to understand the vibe of the group. I have done like live sessions on this. If you want me to sort of share that with you before I make it paid, I can actually do that, you know, what you should actually be doing in those groups, you know, how to actually get the right groups to pay and be a member of. So once you have your lead magnet in place, you go into this group, not just paid groups, but groups that allow you to promote and where your ideal clients stay. So you go into these groups and you literally, I will share it with you, Constance. Yeah, awesome, amazing. So when you go into those groups and you put your value post out there, and people comment, people are commenting, I wonder. Excuse me. You can generate like hundreds of leads from just one single post. Things can be done so much easier. You don't have to keep stressing about things that don't matter, like having a website, like email marketing, like making sure all of these other things are in place when you're starting out, when you can actually go simple. Simplicity is key because it moves the needle. It gets you that cash flow when you're starting out, which is what you need. When you have cash flow, then you can begin to invest into other things, invest to team members, invest into other things. Yeah. So once you have that lead magnet, back to what I was saying again, once you have that lead magnet, you put it out there in this post, and you allow that actually invite people into your you allow people to actually come into your DMs, because you're literally saying, I've sent you a DM, go check it. Go check it out. You're not giving them the link in the comments. You're literally bringing them into your DMs. And once you do that, you begin to have conversations with them, which follows a certain process as well. Because literally they've asked you for the lead magnet you put out there, and you know that there's something else that may help them better than that lead magnet you've just shared with them. So because you have something much more valuable that you just shared with them, there is a process to also make them to be interested in your higher offer, because for them to even be asking you for that free lead magnet, they need help with something. So you need to be able to lead the conversation. Once you've invited them in, lead the conversation, know when to take charge of the conversation, know how to sort of get them to talk about their challenges, because not everyone you meet today is going to start telling you all about their business challenges. So you have to understand understand selling psychology to be able to get them to literally want to talk about their challenges, want to talk about the problems they're facing. And if you see that, okay, this is something you can help with, that is when you sort of introduce your higher program. So that's when you actually bring them into your calls with you. So all of these things is what I help my clients achieve. And like I was saying earlier, this is the best time for you to be in my world, because things are changing. Like, I'm literally implementing new things. I'm sort of focusing more on sales right now, which is what I've been doing in the past. But now, the reason why it's different now is because we are literally focusing on the online client attraction strategy. So literally the organic, we're focusing on your organic client attraction strategy, all organically. So all we're doing is helping you to convert those clients, having the right number of daily conversations. So I will be helping you to sort of make sure that you're focusing on the right cash generating activities every single day. And if you're sort of focusing on the right things every day, before you know it, you're going to sign those clients. You're going to sign them consistently, because you're having those conversations at the same time you have those automations in place. So it's amazing stuff happening. It's amazing how to start. So we're segmenting your inbox. Like I told you earlier, you know who to start, what you were talking about to someone about, what you were talking to someone about. Say it's been 2 weeks. You want to follow up with them. You know directly who to click. You have their tags in place. Hiya Daisy, thank you so much for joining me. It's amazing to have you join me here tonight on projecthub.io. Thank you all of you for joining. That's amazing. So, like I was saying, this is the best time to be in my world, because literally I am going to be working with just 3 women to implement all of these things I've been telling you about. Just 3 women. And because it's kind of like a new offer, then it's going to be at a much reduced price than my usual one-to-one program. And it's going to be for 3 months. So this, I'm going to help you achieve it in 90 days, literally in 3 months. And I'm going to make sure that during that 3 months, we are setting you up for success. We are automating your sales process in the easiest way possible. Like, we're making it super easy, super fun, your sales process in such a way that you know how many leads are coming into your funnels every day. You know how many conversations you're having. We are keeping track of all of this as well. I have a tracker that I share with my clients as to how to follow up the right way, you know, following up with the number of posts you've put together, and then the number of comments you get from that post, the number of messenger conversations you're able to book from those, sorry, the number of messenger conversations you're able to have from the comments that your posts have generated. So literally from posts to comments to messenger to sales calls and to the sale. So all of those numbers, we are tracking them. We are literally tracking them. How many posts did you put out this week? How many comments did you get from those posts? How many messenger conversations did those comments generate? How many people were you able to get from messenger into your sales calls? And then what is your close rate? How many people were you able to close? So the importance of tracking all of this is because you know your weak points, you know where there are gaps, you know where you need to work on. So once you identify the gaps, you'll be able to focus on those areas. Okay, if you're not getting enough comments, then you know you need to put out much more. You know you need to work more on the kind of post you're putting out there so that I can generate the right kind of comments from your ideal clients. Yeah. So we're going to be doing all of that, changing how to communicate with your ideal prospects, putting the right post out there, getting them from that comments into messenger in a non-sleazy way. We are a fan of non-sleazy here. Adaeze said incredible tips. Thank you so much. Violet, thank you for joining me as well. It's amazing to have you ladies here. For those of you who joined us late, make sure you go back and sort of watch the replay. Ignore the bit where I was sort of where my dress was sort of playing up. Okay. So literally that's what I'm going to be helping you ladies achieve in this 3 months program. And I'm so excited for those of you that are going to be in. Like I said, it's a 3-month program. You get one-to-one support with me every single week. I'm literally looking through all your process and helping you to identify the gaps. So this will work for you, whether you are sort of thinking of signing your first few clients, or you have inconsistent clients, and you have one client today, you have another client in like 2 months time. This will help you to sort of be consistent, because I will be meeting you where you're at, which is why it's a one-to-one support. Literally, it would be as close-knit as going into your messenger and identifying the message and telling you, oh no, at this point you shouldn't have sent this message. Probably you should have waited a bit, because we're looking for cues. We are dealing with human beings. Like we are social people. So we want to do to others what we want them to do to us. Yeah, literally. So all of these things, how I'm going to help you master in this program, such that we are focusing on sales. We are working our numbers to make sure we're getting the number of sales right. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So at the end of the day, you're actually being productive. You're not just being busy, but you're actually being productive. So for those of you, and like I said, we're focusing on sales. However, we're still going to be, because for you to be getting the right conversations into your DMs, for you to be having the right kind of people like on your sales calls, you need to have your niche on point. You need to know your niche well. You need to understand the people that you want to serve, because even though you can serve many people, you want to focus, you want to niche down on, you want to start off niching down to a group of people, that'll actually help you to sort of boost your confidence, that'll help you to grow. And then over time, you can begin to sort of spread from there. So you get your niche right. We get your messaging right, because your messaging has to be right, yeah? Once your messaging is right, then it actually has a knock-on effect on the kind of content you create. So all of those basics has to be right. And of course, we always talk about mindset, which is like the first thing. For you to be able to achieve anything, you have to have your mindset right. So all of these things is what I'm going to be helping you walk through. And this is a good time, because we start off in May. So literally by the end of July, you're seeing yourself starting to have consistent high ticket clients every single month. And the good thing about this, there is also a sort of a guarantee that if you, depending on where you're at, because some people can come in and within 4 weeks they start signing high ticket clients because of where they are, but some people are just starting out and need some more time. So if it happens that you join this program at this time, then I would be willing to work with you until you get to those high ticket clients, which is 5 high ticket clients consistently. So at the end of the 3 months, if you're not quite there, I will work with you further to make sure you actually achieve this. So this is the best time for those of you that have groups. You need those CRM systems. You literally need those automations in place. You need to walk your client through a certain journey, and you want it to be automated and non-sleazy because you want that human interaction there. You know, you want all of that to be on point so that you can actually help them with what they want to achieve, and you can also achieve your own sales goals. Yeah. So if you want to be a part of this program, which is, I'm just looking for 3 women, like I said already, 3 women, just send me a message saying program, and I'm going to send you all the details. Yeah. So thank you so much, ladies, for joining me tonight. It's amazing to have you here tonight. And I hope you all have a lovely rest of the day, or if you're at night where you are, I hope you have a good night. Thank you, everyone. Cheers. Bye.